Hey folks, hope you're doing good today. Now we're going to check out a really cool band today. I'm going to start calling this band a house band now because this will be the fourth time that they're on the channel, but it'll be the first time that they've made an exclusive submission as well. But it tells me that they really like being on the channel. Whenever they got something new out, they send it over. Really, really cool. This is our friends from Texas, Dallas, Texas, Foxcatcher. But what I thought I'd do today, because these guys have only sent over a short track and I didn't want the video to only be about 5 minutes long, is we're going to check out one of their older tracks from 5 years ago, which is a 6-minute track. And the reason I've put that in today is A, to fill out the video a bit more, but also I looked at it because I was digging through their channel to see what else there is on there. And it's really, really different to how they've turned out today and how the band has evolved. And I really like to see that and see the contrast of, you know, how bands started out and then how they ended up a few years later. It's going to be pretty cool. So the new one that they've got today, they're pumping out some new videos and stuff. This one's called Hard Feelings. Get ready to bounce off. Here we go. These guys are just a good time. Nice. Seen some evolution in this one actually from the last track that we checked out and some of the others, which were just pure bounce. Just things like that, pure bouncing about, super nice, thick and chunky, heavy, but all about the bounce. This one had some cool lead work in there, which was stuff we didn't hear in the other tracks, and I thought it sounded really nice. Up in the background there, very cool, and added some more atmosphere to the music because it is very in-your-face, driving, pumping, bouncy music, but bringing in that lead atmospheric guitar, you know, brings another dimension to the music. I like the sound of that, would like to hear more of that going forward. And bringing in the other dude, like the guitarist on the vocals, who's got a bit more of a kind of emotional post-hardcore edge to him as well. Cool. But we are going to see that a bit in the older track that we're going to check out in a second now, with a different vocalist as well. But I'm not sure it worked quite so well in the past as it's worked out today with this new one, which sounded really nice, really great. So yeah, these guys are absolutely killing it. One thing I want to mention about these guys, just see if we can get a good screenshot of them all. Every single person in this band has got a super nice high level instrument. Every single one of them. The drummer's kit is absolutely sick. Really nice teal blue on it. We've spoke about the basses before. He's got a 6-string custom bass. And these are the guys who got Strandbergs and other stuff like that as well. Super nice. Really love to see it where everyone in the band has just got a super high level, expensive guitar and instruments, because it tells me that they really love playing their instrument. You don't buy these instruments that these guys are playing, you know, unless you're really into it and want to spend your money on your hobby and things like that. So to me, it shows, a level of commitment to your instrument, that you've put the money into it and invested into it to get a really, really nice bit of kit. And then there's no more excuses after that. You can't blame your tools after that, because you've got the nicest guitars, the nicest kit and all the rest of it. So it's up to you now to get the best out of them. Very, very sick. Love to see it. Right. So what we're going to do now is to fill the video out a bit more. And this one is going to fill the video out because this is a 6-minute track. This one's called Air/Snow, and it's from 5 years ago. And we're just going to give it a spin and check it out. I'll give it a spin for a minute or so, and I could see straight away that it's quite different to the stuff that they're doing now. They've got fewer band members. They've still got nice instruments though, Parker Flies and stuff like that, which is a guitar you really don't see anymore at all. But man, we're going to contrast the stuff from today, their brand new stuff, to some of their older stuff from 5 years ago, just to see an evolution of the band. Here we go. We even need to turn this one up as well, which we don't need to do with our new stuff. Yeah, that's a guitar you just do not see. The drummer looks a lot younger. I'm not quite sure. I know my face. Silence every night. Wondering if I'm awake. Is there a point to this versus? Is there a point of fucking me down? No offense to the melodic vocalist, but when this dude comes in, it just sounds better. This can't be the end. Stand out of my own grave. Feel the sunshine from my face. Let me out of this cage. Let me out of this place. I'm gonna take it easy with you. Give me the promise and I promise something that you I'm gonna go out. Something only solution was a face back to the ground. You don't like it, it was my people that are killing me down. I'm not quite sure. I know my place. I think I'm falling off. Caught up and can't keep things. Problem solved by a broken system. Self-obsessed that just can't listen. Some nice post-hardcore edges in this one though. Drummers always had a nice kit by the looks of things. Bass players got a much nicer bass nowadays though. Drummer looks a lot younger than just 5 years. There's some nice post-hardcore edges in this one though. I would say the mix could be stronger. It's not a bad song, it sounds cool. But it does go stronger when the heavy vocal comes in, you can see how they've got to where they are today. They have focused in more on the stronger parts, gone with the bounce and the heaviness. cool riff. Nice hit on that snare.
Get out the fucking way!
It's interesting. You can actually see the band members are feeling the sections more with the bounce and the groove and how they've ended up today. Yeah, you can see that that's the stuff they're feeling more, so it's no surprise that that's the road that they've gone down. Cool. I hope you stuck around to check out this older video as well. I will say the quality wasn't as good as it is as they've got nowadays in terms of the mix. But the actual track was decent, and if you're into post-hardcore edges, yeah, that would be a nice track still. I do think that what needed to happen more so was that the melodic vocal needed more layering. It just sounded really dry and thin compared to the heavy shouting vocal, and I think that was partly why it kind of there was so much contrast there. Why the heavier section sounded heavier is because the melodic vocal just didn't have any thickness to it. Just needed to be layered up more, and I think it would have balanced it out more in that way in terms of the thickness and the heaviness in that way. But yeah, it was still a nice track. But I will say, you know, you can see the groovy parts. The bass player looks like he's feeling it more. The guitarist looks like he's feeling it more. And you want to be playing music that you're feeling and getting down to. And when you watch their latest video, you can see they're all really loving it and feeling the groove and the bounce. And that's what they want to play. So although that latest new track did have an element and an edge of post-hardcore in there, so they've still got that little post-hardcore edge in there. They've definitely done the right job, I would say, going down the heavier, bouncier, groovier route, than keeping that kind of back and forth between the post-hardcore and the heavy thing going on. I'm not sure 5 years down the line that would still be playing out in a nice way, you know. Whereas this bouncy, groovy stuff, you just get straight into it. I find that their latest music is more just about enjoying the groove and the rhythm and the bounce and the sound, you know. It's not kind of super serious music, and you can see that in their videos as well. They're enjoying it, and that comes across in the sound and the groove and the vibe of the music, that you just want to bounce out to it. It's like party metal almost, and you just want to groove and bounce and move your body to the sound. Dope. Really, really cool. So I've had a good time today checking out their older stuff, contrasting it against their newer stuff, and, you know, seeing the evolution of the band and all stuff like that. Very, very cool. But now, if they do just send over a 2.5 minute track, we got nothing else to give a spin, because we've rinsed out their whole channel. So it will just end up being a short one if that happens. Hope you're having a good day today, guys. Give this video a like if you enjoy these guys and like bouncing out to their music like I do. If you want to get your band on the channel, we can still do that this week. So head over to the website and skip the queue. And other than that, we'll see you when we see you next. Hope you're having a good one. Cheers. Bye.